let's go down. Saw a woman pushing one of those double wide baby strollers. She had 2 kids in it who could have been pushing her. These kids were enormous. And they were both wearing the bicycle helmets. It's like, they're going to fall out of the stroller? And listen, you know, like, not to raise the Spartans again, but, you know, maybe evolution has, like, a program for a kid dumb enough to fall out of that thing and break his head, which is, you know, move on, let's keep going forward. We'll be doing a little better with that kid. So it's a lot of that, a lot of those little guys. I've been watching this stuff happen and ranting about it, and I just said, I got to do this book. So.
I think part of becoming a real person and taking responsibility for yourself is taking ownership of your health, for example, not wanting socialized health care. And the same for many, many other programs. I think one problem we have right now is, it goes along with what you're saying about community. We don't know who's poor, so we can't help those particular poor people unless you live in that area. So I'm wondering, in the book, do you talk about that and how, you know, we're spending a lot of our money on taxes that go into the wild blue yonder that make us feel somehow, because we spent all that money, we should be taking care of it.
Yeah, you know, there's like, we talk about do-gooders. There are do-gooders and then there are like say-gooders. And say-gooders are even worse than do-gooders because say-gooders just talk like they're, you know, like, not to bash it, well, why not? I'll bash Hillary a little more. Hillary had this wonderful speech that she said, the night that she almost teared up, I mean the night she did tear up, where she said, you know, all my life I've been trying to do good for other people. I am really other direct, and I thought about that. It's like, I am really other direct. All my life I've been trying to do good for other, you know, just shut up and do some good. How hard is that? It's really not that hard. You want to help somebody out, you can help somebody out. Don't tell me that that's what you've spent all your life doing. To get me to vote for you, that's pandering to our sissiness. And I do think that because we don't have control over our own lives, and everything has been lifted out of us. We can't even, you know, how many sissies does it take to screw in a light bulb? 0. You call the lighting service manager from Lighting World and he comes and does it for you because we don't know how to do anything anymore. So I think there is a lot of ignorance. We don't know how to help. We don't know what to do. And, you know, I'm not saying we've been victimized by anybody else. We have done this to ourselves. This is our society, our culture. One of the things that drives me nuts is people, you know, always are able to say, well, they did this to me and they did that to me. And Americans spend all their time now complaining about, every American is a victim now. Every American. Even like white, well-educated, Christian, Anglo-Saxon males are victims now. You know, like when the white guys are victims too. We've gone too far. So it's not about them doing this to us. We run this country. This is our country. This is our culture. This is our society. We participated on a lot of different levels, and some of us participate more in a managerial level than the rest of us. But it's still ours, and we've done this all to ourselves. And I think really only as individuals, one at a time, each on his own, can find the solution for him or herself. I don't know. Who knows what the... You know, I mean, you know, the Marxists thought they knew and they didn't know, and other people thought they, you know, fascists think they know and they don't know. And, you know, these characters are telling us they know and they don't know. Our candidates now, so just do it yourself.
Can I ask a follow-up?
Oh, sure.
Right, I forgot to ask. That's actually the more important question. So, and I think in your little quiz, right, you said that. I think that's how you phrased it. Do you have a dear, something you love a lot or swear allegiance to? I forget how you phrased it.
Yeah, I don't remember either, sorry.
Yeah, so I think that is important. I think it is important to have strong values that you do adhere to. You know, as a Marine, right, you have to have values. You're fighting for life. Life is the ultimate one.
I agree. Thank you.
That as a Marine, the values is what keeps you, or what keeps you from being afraid of bullet fire.
I do have to stand up, or can you see me? I'm trying to find out how far you think this has really progressed in our society. So, to take a theoretical scenario, let's say for president we end up with Hillary Clinton, Vice President, we end up with Barack Obama, and
McCain
actually,
for Secretary of
yeah,
War.
exactly. No, let's say we don't end up with, let's say they're together and they're running. Is it possible that if, as you say, Americans want to be entertained, they like to have fun, maybe they don't really care about a great deal more than that. Is it possible that the idea of the first female president, the first black vice president, and the first first husband, would that be it?
Well, we've already had the first black president, you know, so.
Okay, well,
Don't
okay,
forget him.
right, of course. Okay, in recent times.
Not the first.
In recent that I can remember. Okay, do you think America might vote for Clinton-Obama pair up just for the sheer entertainment value of it for the next 4 years?
People are loving it. I mean, it is. This is a lot more interesting than it's been in a while. You got to give them that. They're more fun to watch. It's better TV. It is a lot more entertaining. My point is that it doesn't matter if they're male or female. And ultimately, to me, it doesn't matter if they're male or female, black or white, short or tall, fat or thin. If they're lying to me, pandering to me, telling me whatever they think I want to hear to get me to vote for them, and then I'm not hearing a lot of vision. I'm not hearing a lot. And when you do hear the vision, by the time they get in there, they don't do it anyway. So to me, it's about whether or not they're treating us like sissies or not. And they all are certainly treating us like sissies. Sure, it's more fun to watch, but you know, it's not as much fun as, I don't know, better TV. Politics makes okay TV when everybody gets all excited about it, but it's not great.